Hi, my name is Agata. Welcome in Agata's Cottage. Time for a little catch up. I haven't been recording for a while. There were various reasons. Mainly, I didn't have time, plus, they are building sites 100 meters that way and 150 roughly meters that way. Although, when you go it in an angle, it's more like 60, 70 meters. And they are loud. And I mean, my sewing machine, when I'm sewing, is not louder than the noise that comes from outside. And it's almost every day, morning to late evening. I know we are in middle of the housing crisis here in Ireland, so I try not to complain. But few videos that I did try to record, unfortunately, my mic picked all the noises from the outside and I couldn't use the footage. I recently discovered safe, almost, um, zone. It's usually Saturday afternoons or Saturday early mornings. Not always, but today I'm lucky. There's not that much noise, so I can come over and chat with you. I missed you guys. So what I've been up to in last couple of months, mainly pattern hackathon. Uh, if you haven't seen my reveal, it's on Instagram. There will be dedicated video when I'm up for recording and when I will do two minor adjustments to my dress so I can show you how everything functions and how everything works. I had fabulous time doing pattern hackathon, so thank you, Chris, for organizing this fabulous challenge, and thank you, Diana, for hosting, and to both ladies for cheering us up, and all the ambassadors. It was great fun. I got so much sewing inspiration from participating in Pattern Hackathon as ambassador, from watching other ambassadors doing their hacks, from talking, from watching participants. It was just amazing. So thank you everyone for collective inspiration that you provided me over last couple of weeks. I do have to admit that the Make for Pattern Hackathon took a little bit more time than I expected. So I haven't sewn as much in last couple of months as I wished. However, I did make few things. I made shirt for Chris. I will pop the picture here. Using fabric from Think Pink subscription box from a couple of years ago. I didn't see myself wearing this fabric, mainly because when we got the boxes and Alice was unboxing it and she looked at the fabric, she told me she can see the lemons having butts and I couldn't get it out of my head. But Chris loved it. I was preparing some fabrics for the stash. He saw them and he was like, "Oh, that will be nice shirt." I was like, "Okay." I'm doing Love Notions men's Bandcamp shirt for the pattern hackathon. Let's make the shirt first for Chris so I can get the feel how to sew things, etc. He loves his shirt, he wears it a lot, and I'm happy to find a pattern that I can add to my TNTs. I had to extend it by 2 inches to be appropriate length for what he likes, and I'm happy I did. It looks great on him. What else I made? I made one of the simplicity patterns a bag. I don't remember the number. I'll put it here, and I made it for one of the ladies from Social Club as a thank you for organizing our outings, etc. I slightly hacked the bag because I didn't like the way simplicity was going with certain things. I added inside pocket, I added zipper, etc. But here is the bag. I also made another bag using a tutorial by Alisa Thoughtful Creativity. I made a similar bag a couple of months ago for my friend Benita for her birthday, and this time I made that bag as a prize for the draw in Social Club. I also made a small zipper pouch using Riley Blake design patterns, using denim, and I just quilted it, and I think it turned out super lovely. I also made two dresses for Project Dress a Girl. I'm slowly going through them. I do need to make more because I have them all cut out. It's just a matter of sitting down and sewing. But as I mentioned, time is in deficit those days. I made some undies. I made stuff for Alice, like t-shirts, etc. So I did sew a fair bit, but not as much as I wished. I even made the top that I'm wearing now. So this top is my only entry for pattern hackathon, because as ambassador I cannot enter my ambassador make, but I can make something else and enter it. So this is New Look 6217, and I hacked it. I had this fabric, this blue fabric, as a leftover from a shirt dress that I shortened. You could see my shirt in video collab with Kelly, Sisters of Stitchcraft. So basically, I had the summer shirt dress, I shortened it to have a short shirt, and the bottom part I decided to use on this top, and I used the part with the buttons for the back. I had some leftover fabric from my pattern hackathon dress, and I added tiny bit of lace. When I put the stripy fabric and the navy together, the contrast was just too harsh. It didn't look pleasing to the eye. So I thought, okay, I need to play around, do something with it. So I decided I'm just gonna add a bit of lace, go with the trends for lace, and basically have something that balance all look out. I submitted this make to Pattern Hackathon, and I did say in my post that I do need to do something about the front because it's a little bit too wide. So I fixed it this morning, and I added a pleat. I think it does look cute, and it brings everything slightly together so it's not as wide and it's not falling off my shoulders. And as mentioned in one of the previous videos, I'm in my blue era, so a lot of sewing I do involves blue. Now, what else update wise? As I mentioned, I'm busy. Alice has summer break, and we do try to do a lot of stuff together. We do jewelry, we color, we go for walks, and we cook, we bake. All of those things take time. Unfortunately, none of her closest friends live nearby, within the walking distance, so it always needs to be pre-arranged, driving, etc. involved. And I do drive to get her to her friends, or go to national stats, or go for trips whenever I can. We had car broken for a while, so it took a bit to get the car back. It's finally back. We had Alice's 14th birthday in the meantime. She had camps. Basically, life is busy as it is during summer. I don't know why, but every time when the school year is ending, I'm expecting that I will have so much sewing time during summer, and I never do. I don't think I will ever learn. Now, other updates. I'm working on my make for sewing slot machine. I didn't forget. I made muslin number 1 and muslin number 2, and I'm finally ready to work on the final make. I will talk about this in the video when I have the chance to actually record it and to finish my bake first, of course. Now my fabrics. I still haven't bought any fabric since 7th of March, and I'm so proud of myself, and I'm smug, and I do feel that I deserve to be smug. So it's 140 something days, approaching 150, and to be honest, I don't feel a need to buy fabrics. I don't know what's wrong with me, but I don't. Uh, First 50 days wasn't bad. Second 50 days were a bit challenging. There was a lot of beautiful fabrics in local Irish stores and in UK stores and in Dresdenstoffen, and I was so tempted. But every time when I was tempted, I was telling myself, wait until the closest weekend. If the fabric is still there, then it might be your sign that you need to buy it. But usually by the weekend, either fabric was sold out, or I looked at it again and I decided, yeah, I'm fine. I don't need it. I have so many beautiful fabrics in my stash. I really don't need it. I don't know how long the new mindset will last. I hope it will last until I will dwindle down my fabric stash significantly. um, the goal still is to not buy any fabrics until knitting and stitching show. I do have a voucher to use up for Minerva. I do have a voucher to use up for so in Nace. So I will do some fabric shopping before Christmas. But for now, I'm more than happy with not buying any fabrics. I do try to support my local Irish stores as much as I can. I share their posts, I buy patterns, or I buy magazines, or I buy notions whenever I can. What else? I think that's all from me for today. I just wanted a quick update. So I will be back with more regular postings as soon as I can. I will try to aim for one video a week, but as I mentioned, the building works are unpredictable, life is unpredictable, and unfortunately, I cannot stretch myself too far. On top of being with, being mom, etc., and wife, and sewist, and support animal to everyone around, I do additional courses online now, and that takes a little bit of my time in the evening as well. So, yeah, life is busy, but it's good busy. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget, clean your sewing machine and change your needle. Happy sewing. Bye.